So I'm just going to read this because it was important to me. You know, I wrote a song for a person. I'm not going to mention her name, but she's a great writer. And my goal was to bring uh, that red road home, the red road that leads to the heart. And you know, they probably didn't even gander at the clout simply because they believe you're all sorts of conspiracy clouds and that your mind's just in that cloud of conspiracy, but there is a crime of conspiracy here. I just gotta say this. Even though you can't see the evil, where I have heard very much evil, and it was very loud, it didn't matter what that speak was. If it was heart speak or evil speak, it was far away from the red road that was being spent on in a G's tears in those days that had nothing to do with the heart's language or the heart speak. And in those tears that I spent in creating that song, it was a lot. Just in hopes that your own heart's work would matter, not to see the evil of me, or rather just phone it in as such, but talk and party speak was all welcome when those colors were just dimmed by someone close to me. Too close for comfort that it came in to instigate a whole heartless war over me. So no matter what the cost is for that pressure washer, they might not spray correctly about your own heart. You dig? But that sprayer, and it's spoken with a S that's a money sign, so it's a prayer. So in that prayer that you created for in those few days, even if they can't find that song that you made for them, they let you down. And they let you down pretty hard. And not just some ordinary little bit, because you were so messed up over it in an accident that though they can scrub you like you're a stain, like these cops did, just shutting off their body cameras, you can try to reach discovery, but that discovery isn't only factual, but they can't allow it to you. It would open up a whole can of whoop ass that they just couldn't handle, as no weapons formed against you, and thoughts in that matter will prosper. They won't. They absolutely won't. But what they did is just sugarcoat the facts while wholeheartedly denying or ignoring the accountability that's within the system just as it is. And it's not going to be found no matter how or what votes get out there, as far as if it's Kamala Harris or Trump. So I'm not trying to argue there because I'm not gonna vote this year. And I mean, if I could, I would, but source tells me that even God himself is being scrubbed these days. So I just don't really care to go out and vote because I don't believe that these politics are doing anything for God's sake. So just because I can't get to the bottom of this whole heartless covert war doesn't mean that in 90 days of one simple donation being given to me in the tunes that I see others being able to be given, and they go to these foundations that are in control of by the Freemasons, and they go the oftentimes this money goes into offshore accounts, and they consider that as donation that they write in their books as donations, and it's not donating to anything caused other than to slip charity away and push others that are here in America under the rug, sweep everything that's going on here in America under the rug. And so for so long, it's as if you're in an accident that was set up on you. It doesn't mean that it didn't happen or that I was not being scrubbed from discovery the whole time. Imagine a cop walking up to you and I'm not even going, and they're not even going to show it to you. So how am I shitting on your ability to protect yourself because you'll see it one way or the other, as though I'm either not telling the truth or those body cameras were on, and yet even when I go pay for the CDs to watch the material, I'm definitely scrubbed from the materials, and I could prove that point. But again, narcissists, if you have proof, are going to deflect, and they're not going to listen to you. But their body cameras do go off even though you're still in the middle of a scene. Only one left that needed to make the record is me, and them telling you that we're done here and that there's nothing more to collect, and it's simply wrong. You're still standing there, and it's to suggest that you need to be heard, but you can't be heard no matter how hard you try. So no matter what the red road home is that you take to the Hearts' work home, my HEARTWERK charity would do more damage in 90 days than I think a lot of their foundations ever could or ever would. And I've been writing on this mission for 15 years, and that's the real world reality out here that I'm living in, or that I'm living. So throw up that shade. Throw up that cloud over my shine. But no matter how you mix in that pain, and no matter how much daddy you can make, daddy being money, if you can't step into the war room of where someone else loves you, and you can't just give them the love back for whatever reason, there is a dollar figure that is even worth suggesting here to make that red road home that I created with the Lord, just to water it and to be able to pour the asphalt and grow it as if watering it with the Lord. To prayers like Holy Moly Jackson, you have no idea the kind of tears that I've cried. The pain is unreal, I get it, but the pain is there, and it's real, and it hurts so bad to feel like your own heart is flapping inside of a shit storm that's just beyond windy and disgusting at how dark and thick that black smoke is. To shake the claim of being owed $165,000 or $486,000 for the accident that I believe is worth $86 trillion for them fucking up my life, straight down to the bone of who I am. In fact, it's the real world here that I'm living in. I love you. I love your family, and I love our friendship and your ability to write like none other. I respected you enough to read next to every single word that you've written that I could, and I admired the whole way down that red road home that I created in songs for you. But it's just too bad, truthfully. It's a bender of a reality where there's so much pain given and there's no pain found. But in this case where there's intense pain and it would take a real steel wool to try and convey the message that I'm not just being scribbled all over and scrubbed out as a targeted individual. So yeah, we get scrubbed all right, and they aren't even trying to make me excited about much. But I'm excited about the real world issues that I have in the works with it, and I believe that it can wholeheartedly turn people's lives around in a really, really profound way. And I know that they would. So all the way down that red road, however, I've been secretly planning to go to war with my own words here for a long time. And not war against you, or not war against people that are close to me, but going to war against the things that have happened to me as far as being a target So, regardless if you saw me or not in my own thoughts, you have to suggest that my own thoughts aren't as real as rain as or as real as that belly feel is that I do feel. Because true friends will hold frame for their loved ones, and I'd love you to say the same and make a prayer each and every single night and day that at any time that I think of that water flow, just so you know, or anytime I'm around a river, my eyes are in the same as it suggests that river is. So I just wanted you to see me for who I really was, and that's all. Regardless if you water this road with me or not, I'm heating up the teapot with interests as well in healing from this and hoping for that kind of camaraderie that I've been looking for in my life. It's just hard when your own pretend friend, as though there's 5 different G's or more being set into the stage in that one guy, and they're being aimed all at me, Matthew Murden. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here, and what I'm trying to portray is that same red road home to the heart, and that's my Hearts' Work Social, what it's about. Altogether, it's a platform that might never get to exist because of the ways that have been taken up with me, but it really leaves me feeling so flattened because I've been just suffocating as if the arsenic poisoning of me was internally and intentionally to make me unable to speak to you about much of anything on these levels. And I can't imagine that you have 0 brain cells. I was even at your house, rather hacked, jam-packed, homeless even, and in my attempt to pour that asphalt into my own Hearts' work, as I did, and as I still will, and I still hope that I can take it and rock it until the wheels fall off. I'll run that Chevy until the Levy is being filled with water. But my heart still loves, and it's still aligned. I don't know what to do about this true crime in my life because no one's seeing it for what it is. So if you can help me in this crunchy roll back to my red road home, all the way to the heart, because I'm not some kind of stain in the world. I'm a human being and I've been through an awful lot, and I'd really love for people to actually see all of it for what it is. To be brought bright lights, real and true, as if there is the fact that everything that is well ends well, as the saying goes. But I don't think that there's anything well in this, as far as where my friend was concerned, about replacing me and getting rid of me in life. And I'm sorry to be laying here, like, not feeling real well, but I'm just trying to make something here so you guys can see where I've been at and what I've been actually dealing with. So, with that said, I'll go stand at the edge of a river and I'll be doing prayers for my own red road home to where the heart is. And that is where we go to talk to God. So I hope that you do the same thing and you realize that even though I'm broken right now, that with people's help out here in that way, that I might be able to shake up a new reality for myself where it's going to matter for a whole lot of people out here who are hurting as well, not just myself. So I hope that I get to work my plan because it's really an amazing plan and it's a gift for the Lord that I've been wanting to create as a chain linker, basically, for those hearts to realize that they too have been muddied up pretty badly, actually. And your own heart has been muddied up, I believe. And that way, by the same person that would do this to his own friend. And there's no way I would do this to my own friend. That's the bottom line. So thanks for listening to my message here. And I hope that you find it in your heart to forgive and to move forward in a fashion with me to actually shake up this asphalt that we can pour down for new roads to be paved, where there's a lot of people out here hurting in really incredible ways. The plan that I have written up is probably worth more than like 18 notebooks or something. But I have all of these parts ready to plug in and then go to GoDaddy.com or wherever to be able to buy availability to be put online. And I think that the first day it goes online, I'd be able to make pretty good money. And I think that it would go a lot further than that in your own lives because of the plan that I have is pretty amazing. I'm not gonna even I'm not gonna even bullshit you there. The plan I have is amazing. And if I was able to work it, which I hope I'm able to, that I hope that you can see my shine and you can help me grow up that shine because I've just been so wrecked up inside. And just for the record, I feel like I'm coming to find out some things still that seep into my own bloodline with it. And I don't know what the truth is, but I believe that when there's people working against you, you have every right to know how people are, either for you or against you, so that you know how to move. Because when you're pushed into a situation when you're young and you're not treated right in such ways, it'd be a really good thing to get your support in this kind of mission and in this kind of way. And let me just shake the claim at this fact, but your own words, your own writing, and your own abilities there being added into this HEARTWORK social playground I'm trying to build would actually create an avenue that would pay you in like 12 different ways. And then it would also pay you in dividends in probably more than 80 ways for the rest of your life. So thanks for being here and looking at my work because you matter to me. And people have mattered to me that have just broken me. So I hope you understand where I'm trying to go here because I feel like I deserve to take these plans to the very tippy top of that mountain peak. And I hope to have you and your support with me so that we can look at that amazing view together and smile and actually have that joy in life. It doesn't matter who the president is. I'm just saying, it really doesn't. Take it easy, yo. Love you guys.